What's your opinion of the UK? What comes to your mind when I say United Kingdom?
Right now I think of Brexit and just lots of political chaos and you guys trying to decide what you want to do with immigrants and your economy and all that.
And today we're going to be finding out about stereotypes of Americans from British people in London. So let's go find out some stereotypes.
They don't get our humour.
They don't get our humour? Large portions. Yeah.
Oh god, I was going to say something really offensive then and I think I won't.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Okay, so first thing first, let's discuss the videos that I was showing you before. So what do you feel? And what points could you get from the video? Alright, so the key point of these videos that I was showing you before is actually the miscommunication that could happen when we don't understand other cultures. So in this material, in this video, we'll be talking about the politeness system. And the purpose of this video is so that people can understand and can bridge their knowledge, their cultures, their differences among other people so that they can, communicate smoothly. Okay, so I think I'll need to introduce myself first. My name is Eka Septian Yunistya. I'll go by Eka. And in this video, I'll be doing a presentation of sociolinguistics, and it's under a topic of politeness theory. Alright, so I think I'll just give a little explanation about the theory. Okay, so politeness theory was first introduced by Brown and Levinson in 1980. So Brown and Levinson, even though we're coming from different roots, different backgrounds, that doesn't really matter, because why? People want to be respected. People want to give respect in order to get or to gain respect back, right? So Brown and Levinson introduced this theory so that people could at least understand the way cultures work on being polite. Okay, so next slide we'll be talking about the framework. So here is the framework. I can't really tell a lot because we also have a time restriction here. So I'll just go with the major terms of politeness theory. So first, there are phase. Phase term in politeness theory, but phase here doesn't mean or doesn't refer to our literal face like this. But instead, phase here refers to the image or picture that you are showing to other people in order to be recognized. So this is the picture, the image that you have and want to be recognized by other people. So that's the definition of face here. And then there's the FTA. FTA is the face threatening act. So whenever you are trying to ask someone to do something for you, then you're possibly to threaten their face. It's either their positive face or negative face. And also, I'm sorry, I haven't explained about the positive and negative face. So positive and negative face refers, first, positive face refers to our self-esteem, while negative face refers to our freedom to accept or to refuse others' requests to us. And then there is positive politeness and negative politeness. Here means that whenever we're using the positive politeness, we don't want to, to threaten other people's positive face. So we want to maintain the way we use words, the way we use expression. For example, we can use a language that creates closeness and show friendliness to the target of your request. Meanwhile, negative politeness means a strategy of being polite used by the speaker in a hatching way. So if the positive politeness means you don't want to threaten someone's positive face by giving them praise, saying that your self-esteem, but in negative politeness, you're emphasizing that your target, your interlocutor has the freedom to say yes or no to your request. rest. So that's the major differences of the positive and negative politeness. Alright, so the phenomenon that I chose for this material is actually the differences of politeness system between American people and British politeness and British people. I'm sorry. So it was a research done by Lynn Murphy. She is a linguist and a professor of linguistics in the University of Sussex. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. So she was basically using the search engine, the Google search box, to do her research. So if we're typing American people are, some suggestions said that American people are friendly, sometimes rude, but another result is showing that English people are cold, rude, arrogant, unfriendly, so on and so forth. There are a lot of suggestions there. And then we'll try to figure it out. What is the differences among the cultures? Here we're not trying to compare here we're not trying to judge one culture to the other, but here we want to figure it out what are the differences and how should we bridge our knowledge in order to understand those differences, because we're coming from different cultures and the Americans and British do come from different cultures, right? Okay, so this is actually like how American people will describe Americans and how British people will describe Americans. So Americans describe Americans, they're kind of hardworking, competitive, while British people will describe American as loud, confident, arrogant, brash, friendly, and so on. Meanwhile, how Americans and British describe British people. First, British describe British. They're kind of easygoing, friendly, helpful, lazy. Meanwhile, American will describe British as funny, hardworking, polite. We know that before from the suggestion in the search engine said that British people are rude, cold, and a lot of suggestions, like actually negative suggestions, right? Okay, so in this phenomenon, in this video, we'll only focus on the differences among these cultures. There's the politeness system in American culture and the British culture. So first, okay, so the blue one is for the US, the American people. So this is the differences. Okay, I think one is for the UK. So first, it turned out that British people, the culture in American people is actually based on the exchanging of positive politeness, and also they emphasize on the camaraderie and equality. So because they don't have a hierarchical society, so they tend to to put up or to uphold the equality among people. And they also tend to use informal way in order to communicate to each other, okay? And the emphasis on the society is the individualism and loose networks. And then the last is considering more on the positive face needs. So the culture in the US is more on the exchanging of the positive politeness. Meanwhile, in the UK, the politeness system is a little bit different because the society is hierarchical and people are using formal language. There's the king, there's the noble, and so on and so forth. So people know their roles in the society. And also it emphasizes on the personal privacy and considering more on the negative ways. And sometimes they can be, using an indirect language. Alright, so this is kind of fun fact, and these differences are based on the research done by Murphy Lane that I had So 85% of American compliments are in one of three grammatical patterns. So this is the examples. Sometimes people use really and really pretty, you look so pretty, like that, or really pretty, or I really love your shoes, like that, right? So they're kind of, maybe we think that this is kind of exaggerating, but this is just how different cultures work on their system. And actually there are some things that both cultures might express in a different way. So the topic is about thanking and complimenting. In the US, because they will tend to give a lot of compliments, but at the same time, the Americans, they don't really want to accept the compliments. Meanwhile, in the UK, people think that giving a lot of compliments is a bit kind of affront to their privacy, so they tend to not give a lot of compliments. But it's a fun to receive more compliments than the Americans do. And British people also say thank you more than the Americans would do. So the conclusion of this presentation today is the politeness theory might be generalizing based on the way people compliment, the way people be polite to each other. But again, because people are coming from different cultures, different roots, different backgrounds, they might have a different way too on how they're being polite to other people. We can't really judge if maybe sometimes you met a person and they kind of, you know that they are trying to respect you but in a different way, so try to understand or try to figure it out whether they're coming from different cultures from yours or different backgrounds from yours. And if they are coming from different backgrounds from yours, then that's totally okay, because you know different cultures will create different politeness system. I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening to my video, to my material today, and hope you can get a lot of insights. Thank you.